have no bananas. We have no bananas today.
Yes, we have no bananas. I never understood that. What is yes, we have no bananas? Anyway, today, as you may or may not have guessed, we're making banana bread. I got this recipe from Curious George and the man in the yellow hat. Yeah, right, okay. First thing you want to do, set your oven. Boy, I'm nuts today. Set your oven to 350 degrees. And while that's going on, you want to go ahead and lightly grease and flour a loaf pan. This is a 9x5, that's kind of important. And it's also the non-stick kind. The reason we're using this, it distributes heat more evenly. It's better than using glass. Glass is kind of difficult because it has a tendency of not cooking in the middle, leaving it soggy. So you have to watch it real carefully. But this usually produces a much more consistent product. We're going to set this aside and get going. This is the crucial step to your success. So pay careful attention. We are going to be creaming the butter and the sugar. We're going to start first by breaking up the butter. The butter is room temperature, and that's something you really can't speed up. You can't put it in the microwave. You can't heat it. You can't put it in a saucepan. It's just, you're going to break it down. You want it to be room temperature, so I've left this butter out actually for a couple of hours today. So let's begin. I'm going to break it up with the spoon. There we go. Get that off the spoon. And I'm using my favorite hand blender. And I'm going to set it to a medium to low speed. We don't want to do this too fast, because if we do it too fast, you'll wind up fluffing all the air out, and that's not what we want. Okay? So there we go. Can I borrow a cup of sugar? No, we're gonna put it in here. All right? We're gonna mix this, making a little bit of a dust cloud here on the set. Okay, we are done. Okay, we double check that, just so you know how to double check it. You want to go ahead and pinch your fingers, and the sugar should really feel very, very fine. You're still going to feel it in there, but it's not going to be as big and crusty as it was when we first started. Now, we're going to get ready for our next step. We're going to incorporate eggs, one egg at a time. So we put that in. Okay, now is when we incorporate the eggs. Again, we do this at a medium speed. See how we're getting a nice creamy consistency? Okay, we pretty much got the first egg incorporated. We'll put in the second egg. And after this, we're going to go for the bananas. Now, the star of the show. Can you believe that's how dark our banana was before we started today? And actually it was yellow. We needed to find some brown bananas. So we sped up the process a little bit. And the way to do that, we set it on a rack in the oven. Actually, it was on a baking sheet in the oven. And I set the temperature to 175. We let it go for about an hour, and poof. Now it's time to incorporate our bananas. So I'm going to put them all in there. Ooh, they slid out real nice and easy. We're talking some serious forms of sugar. The blacker they are, the sweeter they are, because it has time to process the sugar. Okay. Just a little bit of that. And next we want to go ahead and mix up our dry ingredients. We've already got our flour and our salt and our baking soda already in the makeshift sifter. We're going to go ahead and sift this out so everything gets mixed together. You want all the dry ingredients mixed together before you put them in with the wet, because that way you get an even distribution. Okay, now we get to mix in the dry ingredients that we just sifted, and also the sour cream. This gives a little bit more texture. we're going to kind of alternate this. All right, let's simplify this. We're going to just take a little bit of this. Okay. There we go. And now we're going to take a little bit of the sour cream. Okay. And we're going to mix it. And then we're going to repeat until the process is over. The last thing we're going to have added into the mixture is the flour. I just got the crew all wet with the batter. Sorry, guys. I know what I'm going to be doing after this is done. I'm going to be mopping the kitchen. I just kind of have that feeling. Oh, look at that. All right. Scrape the sides one more time. The rest of this, I don't want to beat it too much because I want it to have all the air incorporated. And it's okay if we have a few lumps and a few pockets. They'll work themselves out when we go ahead and we bake it. Next, this is our choice. You can use nuts, you can use raisins, you can use chocolate chips. We're using dried cranberries, the craisins from Ocean Spray. That is not a plug for them. I'm just letting you know which ones we're using. It's about half a cup, and I'm going to leave some for the top after we pour this into the pan. And now I'm also going to add the vanilla and stir it in. Okay, we're getting ready for the final step. We're going to pour the batter into the prepared pan. Again, 9x5. Your oven is at 350. You're ready to stick this in there. People say, okay, how long? An hour. But let me tell you something. Ovens vary. So what I want you to do is start checking at about the 50-minute mark. Okay? I'm going to smooth this out because that's what they tell me to do. One last step. Let's make this look pretty. We're going to throw on a few dried cranberries on the top. Little cranberry's got a mind of its own, but we're going to eat you, trust me. Okay? Almost done here. Again, you don't need too much of the oats. That's what we're using to top it. You might want to top it with something else. I don't know. What would you top it with? Raisins, nuts, or nothing. Okay? That's going to come out looking really nice. Ready to pop it in the oven? You bet. And away we go. Alexa, set timer for 1 hour.
1 hour, starting now.
We'll see you in an hour. We thought we would spare you the boring trials of taking it out of the oven and putting it on the rack and then cutting it and presenting it. So here it is. We're awfully proud of our beautiful banana bread. You, I hope, will have as much fun and enjoy yours as much as we're about to enjoy ours. As always, thank you for joining us. And remember, good food doesn't have to be complicated.